Welcome back, watch fans, to the #1 channel for making money with watches. That's right, let's be very, very clear. The whole purpose of this channel, our entire focus is finding quality watches. We're talking about, Patek Philippe, AP, Audemars Piguet, Rolex, JLC, that increase in value. Stuff that will double or triple within, let's say two years, 3 years. That's kind of our time horizon. And I don't know, you tell me what is better than wearing a nice watch on your wrist and knowing that it's constantly increasing in value. That's right. Now, look, this is not about flipping. I'm not talking about, this is not a how-to watch flipper backpack dealer academy. That's not what this is about. This is for just normal people like you, like me, okay, who want to wear watches, and specifically quality, top quality stuff, get in on the ground floor of the next big trend, and profit at the same time. Now, whether you sell the watch, you don't sell the watch, you keep it, you give it to your kids, you sell it to, pay for their, medical school, whatever it is, that is up to you, okay? Now, if you notice, the watches we've been talking about in the last, if you listen, all you got to do is look back at some of our old videos, okay? Every watch we've told you about has increased in value. Literally every single watch, okay? We're 100% track record. And that is even at the top of the market. That's right. But here's the thing: during the top of the market, the watch market in 2020, 21, we were not buying the hype watches. No, we had bought some of those earlier. Well, again, this channel is about, look, maybe this is not for you, but we're focusing on people who have some taste. Okay, this is not for trashy people who want to buy modern, Rolex Submariners with the ceramic and all that crap because they want to flex their basic bitch watch. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is for the aristocrats. That's right, it's for the aristocrats, people who have taste, and you know who I'm talking about, right? Most of you guys do not have taste, and what you should do is you should click the unsubscribe button. Leave right now, because you're low-life scum, and we don't want guys like you here. You need to go back to Bukyakistan, Chomostan, where Juan Kinos live, where the JJ Bukyak hangout is. By the way, I think Sharon Stone lives here. This is Sharon Stone's house. I've seen her walking around naked. Unbelievable, but true. Now that is nice, no? And I think you also have your private, you can go down to the beach from there. I think there's a private pathway. Unbelievable, but true. There we go. Okay, so so we're talking about quality stuff, and so let me give you some of our greatest hits. And again, I have a very specific thing, right? Again, I'm not about flipping the watch. I only talk about watches that I would buy if I actually want to wear them. So this is about wearing the watch and making money. For example, I told you guys last year that the Audemars Piguet Cobra, that's right, the Cobra integrated bracelet watch was going to increase in value. Now, I thought it would probably double. Okay, it was trading at around $8,000. You can pick them up all day for 8 G's. That's right. Audemars Piguet Cobra white gold was 8 G's, and guess what? They didn't double. They more than tripled. They're like 30 grand right now. Some of these grifter boiler room channels are asking 30 grand for the Audemars Piguet Cobra. Now, why did I not buy the watch? Because, frankly, it just didn't fit my wrist. I thought it was a funky, ugly kind of watch, but cool. Does that make sense? Kind of fugly, right? But it just was flared out of my wrist. I just couldn't wear it. So I figured, why am I going to buy it if I can't wear it? Even though I know it's going to increase, but, it's kind of like Bitcoin. Like sometimes, Bitcoin looks good, but I just don't believe in it. I think it's a fugazi. So, there's other things. There's other things out there, right? It's not about, riding every wave. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick and choose, right? And I only want to focus on watches that I will wear that will increase in value. So for example, AP Cobra is up 300%, 400%. I don't know, you do the math, you Google it. That's right. And how about the Patek 3940G? That's the white gold, the top G. That's the watch, that Archie luxury. That's right, the Bogan of Brisbane. He was claiming, it's too small, it's a compromise watch. All these grifters, all these bukyaks out there on these live streams, they're saying, guess what? That watch has more than doubled. Look at this. The guy is swimming there. That is some balls. I think saw this guy swimming the other way. Look at this. This guy's swimming from Alcatraz. This is a guy swimming from Alcatraz. I think this guy is going a round trip because I saw him going from the other way. Wow, that is big balls to go in the bay here. Cold water. You know, this guy's a real Alcatraz escapee. So listen, don't believe the what do you call it? Don't believe the conspiracy theories about those guys. They actually did swim. They made it back to shore. Okay, I'm one of them. Okay, I am one of those guys that swam from Alcatraz. The Rock. By the way, we hear that Juan and Kinos are being deported to from La Isla de Cucarachas to the Rock. Anyway, how about Patek Philippe Ellipse? It's another watch that you bukiaks were claiming, like the Archie channel, saying, "Oh, it's too small. Oh, it's a girl's. Oh, it's a lady's watch." You know, we're talking about Archie, Peasant Philippe. You know, all those bukiaks. You know, the guys with no taste, the low life trash, right? And guess what? That watch is it tripled? It's more than it's basically tripled. I think I paid $3,500 for it, right? 35. It's about 9 plus. So and it's going to go up probably to about 12, 14 grand. And how about the Owl, the Audemars Piguet Owl? That watch also is more than tripled. Okay, now look. Guess what? We got a couple watches lined up, which could be the next huge and bigly winners. But you know what? They're only going to be revealed to members of our channel, the aristocrats. You know why? Because we can't have peasants like you know, free riding, okay, and front running the aristocrats. So I can't listen. These watches. Here's the problem with these vintage type watches. When I say vintage, we're talking about, you know, 1960s through 2005, and a lot of stuff from 90s to 90s, 2000s, vintage, neo-vintage. That's the focus, okay? And by the way, modern watches also. I have nothing against modern watches if there's a good value. The problem with modern is, you know, a lot of times there's just too much production, and the other ones just get too overhyped and you can't get in. So we want to get into these things when, in other words, the whole idea is to get in at the ground floor when nobody wants it, right? You got to get in early. By the way, guess what? You know what? Nobody wanted the Patek Philippe Ellipse. Excuse me, not the Ellipse. Well, for sure the Ellipse, but nobody was interested in the Nautilus, Patek Nautilus, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. That was dead, okay? People thought those were a joke. And the Aquanaut, how about the Aquanaut? Guess what? Those are the hottest watches now. Now, I happen to have Date 36 on the wrist. And you know what? I do believe there's some value to be had. There is some value to be had in Date 36 vintage models. The issue I have with the Date range, frankly, is they make some beautiful watches right now. Some of the new watches are amazing. I mean, they're amazing. But, you know, I think the problem is it's the same exact watch as this. So this you can get for, like, you know, let's say $8 grand. Head only we're talking about, right? This is Bark, by the way. Bark, which is coming back big time. Or the new ones. I mean, like, I think the new Rolex Date 36 gem set, you know, the blue dial, rose gold blue dial with the baguette diamonds. Wow, what an amazing watch. But they're asking like 45 grand for it, 46 grand. So is it worth paying 5 times more? It's kind of hard. The other thing is this. It is an old watch. It's an old design. So it's not innovative. I mean, you could argue about the Royal Oak and about the Nautilus also being, you know, 50 years old, and that is a very good point. There, it's a very, very good point. But the Date is not even 50 years old. It's like almost 1,000 years old. When did they come out? In the 1950s. It's like 1,000 years ago. It was worn by Eisenhower. Most of you guys don't even know who Eisenhower is. He was an American president. Not quite as good as Trump, but he did deport a lot of Puerto Ricans back to La Isla de Cucaracha. He did. No, all kidding aside, he actually was deporting a lot of people. And El Trump is actually keeping up, right? So, but this This is not about deporting deadbeats, illegal migrants like Artem Pizdets, Tim Wright, back to Ukraine, and Pillsbury Doughboy back to Chomostan, and the Dirty Sanchez guy, Dirty Sanchez mustache, fake aristocrat, back to Kakistan. Who else is out there? You got the Hungary Hippo. Wow, unbelievable but true. That's right. So where were we? We got sidetracked. Talking about these grifters. Yeah, you gotta click the join button, join the channel, and you'll have an opportunity to get in on the next big thing. And you're gonna be an aristocrat, right? Why do you want to be a peasant? Why do you want to spend your life as a peasant? You want your family to also be peasants? You got to escape the matrix. You got to get enlightenment. Okay, and the only way to do that is by clicking the join button right now. So do it now.